Well, Coach, the team qualifying for the conference tournament for the first time, I know that has to be one of the steps in the ladder, one of the marks that kind of has been on the board for this program. How does it feel to reach it?
Oh, it's kind of a weight off of our shoulders, to be honest. You know, the girls have been focused this last stretch, and they've played really hard, and that's always been the goal. And sometimes there's games that are just a little harder than others, kind of like tonight. But we got the win, and we're in playoffs now, and I think the girls are ready to now break through and go even further.
I want to talk about the growth of the team a little bit. Let me back up to December. You open the month losing to St. Martin's up there. You go on the trip to Florida with a couple of really, a 50-point and a 60-point loss. Let's be honest about it.
Teaching moment.
3 out of the top 7 players gone for the year. And here you are now, a team that's won 8 out of the last 11 and made the conference tournament. What's led to that growth and development?
I think everybody just can count on everybody on our team. There's not one person that says, oh, I can't do this, or another person that says, you're not good at that. That's one thing that I think all these girls are great at, is they pump each other up, and they know when they're the next one to step up, they kind of surround themselves around that person and are just nothing but positive. And so when you have that with all these girls, then it's kind of easy to fill a role and feel good about what you're doing. So I mean, that's a huge prop to the girls. I mean, it's also, you know, Coach does a great job of getting these guys prepared for every single game and knowing exactly, okay, we can run this during this game. You know, they tend to leave this open, so let's try and, you know, so it feels like every game we have a new game plan with a new offense, you know, but he does a great job of that to make each kid successful that comes off that bench.
A lot of teams faced with those circumstances I mentioned would have folded. Why didn't this team, and why did it get so much better?
They got the fight in them, you know, and I think that's accredited to our seniors too. Especially, I mean, you can see it in her play, Keisha Sarman. She is the fighter on this team, and she's not going to let anybody take her down and take this team down. And so when she knows it's time to go and rally these guys, she does. And same with Erin and Georgia and Becky, they know when it's time. And if they have to get in their faces and get them rolling, then that's what they do. And these guys want to work hard for them.
Nakiyah, coming in tonight, Coach had talked about players, some of them had to step up and have big games on offense. And you were kind of the X factor tonight. At a time when you really needed, you equal your career high in scoring, had some defensive plays, including a big block as well. Talk about how the game came to you in places this evening.
I think I just gave it all I got, and then got a stub, and then came back in and gave it some more so we could win. Just doing whatever it takes to get the dub.
Can you talk about that a little bit more when you say gave us up? I mean, you're giving your all out on the floor, right? Mm-hmm. Is it hard to mentally sometimes say, Coach, I got to come out, or are you just used to that, doing what's best for the team?
Sometimes I got to come out, but, you know, if that's not an option, then it's not an option, and you got to push through.
Tamika, let's talk about your night as well. Some good scoring, including a really key basket and foul down in the end as well. Talk about how your evening went.
I think I just had the support of my teammates, and each practice, like, we build up more and more to the game, so when you're in that game situation, you don't have to think about it, it just kind of comes to you.
I talked to Coach a little bit about the growth. From your perspective, what for you as a player individually and for the team as well have you seen in improvement in the second half of the season?
I think the second half of the season, we just knew that we had to give it everything, and we were playing to win. And giving it our all. Personally, having less players than what we started with, I knew that everyone coming out on the court just had to do what they had to do.
Do you have to tell yourself in that situation, hey, wait a minute, there aren't other people to fall back on, it's on my shoulders more than before?
Sometimes, like, you have to tell yourself you're not tired, just keep pushing through, because sometimes you can't have a sub, like Kai said, and you just got to keep working hard.
Is it a relief for you guys knowing that you don't have to go down to the wire on Saturday, that things are locked up and you're in the tournament?
Of course, yes. We can just focus on praising our seniors and giving them a good last home game.